What you must know before going pro. What an entrance. Let's start with words of wisdom. We call it WOW, W-O-W. It's one sentence today. The dream and the reality are never the same. Think about that before diving into a big project. Hello, I'm Coach RJ, and you're being exposed to tennis treasures. The Tennis Millionaire, where your tennis dream becomes your actual tennis reality in this three-dimensional world. Yes, and we suggest that you do what we studied you should do, and that is, when you have a goal, an objective that's important, write it down. You're taking it from the ether into the real 3D world, and that gives you an advantage. I won't go into detail, but you can try to look that up. So, welcome to our platform, and this is time for a tennis quiz already. We're going to start early with the quizzes. What male singles tennis player hits on the rise more than the other tennis pros around him? All right, 3, 2, 1. His name is Andrei Rublev, number 14 on the ATP rankings. If he uses it, I would suggest he does it in my way, the way we would teach him, and that is as a secret weapon. Yes, you use the hit it rise. That's great, but don't do it all the time. Gosh, you know, it's not a secret anymore. There's no specialty about it. Just, anyway, we'll leave it at that. That's if I was his coach. Must know before going pro. What's the definition of a tennis pro? A person making money playing or teaching tennis. It's just that simple. Okay, but it seems like it'd be more complicated, frankly, in my opinion, because going pro as a player is a lot more sophisticated than teaching. But there you go. Can going pro, at least on the ATP tour, be rewarding? Yes. How rewarding? Extremely rewarding financially. I mean, you can be a millionaire without a doubt. However, it's the unknowns that can devastate you, more than catch you off guard, devastate you. So let's start with the old adage, hard work has its rewards, and can't deny that. However, in this particular case, it's excessive hard work that will catch you off guard and ruin everything. Going pro can be an adventure, yeah, because hey, you're traveling across the world and meeting new people. You might even meet your soulmate. That's a big deal. That's possible. So let's get started with the meat and gravy here. Meat and potatoes. What do they call that? Yeah. Okay. Let's say this. What are the biggest rewards of going on the Challenger Tour? We're not talking about ATP, just Challenger. You gotta start with something. Challenger is a good place, in my opinion. So what are the rewards? Well, first things first, as far as rewards, and that is winning your first ATP point. That's how big that is. And you say, well, that's just 1 point. That's a big deal. And I suggest you celebrate. And in other words, eat some cake. You get a couple cookies. Don't drink anything, I suggest. But that is a big deal. So now, what's the next step? Quite elementary, frankly, and you already know the answer. It's winning more ATP points. Why? Because when you're working hard, you get this information right away. It's on demand that, hey, I'm moving up the ladder on this, they call it Association of Tennis Professionals. You're moving up that ladder and up that ranking. That's where you want to be. So, by the way, the point system kind of is uncomfortable for me because it reminds me of the carrot in front of the ATP players, but that's another subject. I'll try to keep moving forward. The good news is you can reach the 1100 ATP points, if you can do it, I should say. If you can reach the ATP point mark of 1100 in the singles category within your first year, let's say your first 6 months of the year, that's important. You will probably be within the top 50 in the world in men's singles. That translates to cash. And how much cash? Over $750,000 in prize money. And there's more good news. Check this out. We've done our homework on this as well. Your win-loss record doesn't have to be 50-50. It doesn't even have to, in this case, let's say 15-15, because it's the first half of the year. Match winning streak. It doesn't have to be balanced like that. In other words, your losses can be greater than your wins, and you are still financially strong. I'll give you an example. Thomas Etcheverry. He, as of the middle of July of 2025, had a win-loss record of 14-20. And he's ranked number 58 in the world. And he has total earnings at that point in time of $936,000. That's before August of 2025. But he, just take note, he's played in 32 tennis tournaments to get that money, that amount, in this 6.5 months of activity. So there's more good news. It's basic though. If you can achieve that type of goal within the first 6 months, then yeah, you got 6 more months to make more money. That's smart. You should double it ideally if you can. So, hey, look at you. You're kind of a celebrity now. I mean, look, your family's happy about you and so forth. However, I wouldn't stand on that rickety chair or table and wave to the crowd just yet. Why? Because there's an other side of the equation. Remember I said earlier, in this case, it's excessive hard work that will catch you off guard. Translation, that means potential injuries like storm clouds in the distance, always looming around you. That potential is real. And I won't give you a bunch of examples. And chapter 5 of this powerful book, The Rock, helps prevent you from getting injuries by showing you 5 different ways in which you can win matches more quickly, in straight sets, in other words. So the chapter 5 goal is to get you off the court within about an hour and 15 minutes, let's say. Remember our purpose. Also, we have a purpose, a plan, and on and on. Our purpose is to help you reduce your heavy lifting. Yes, by way of The Rock. And this is The Rock, which is 12 chapters. It's 100 pages long. It's got 40 pictures, and each picture has a purpose. It's feeding your subconscious subliminally. Like you're thinking, hey, that could be me in that picture, etc. Also, there's 11 URL videos, all unique and different and special. I won't go into the details because I don't have that kind of time. So with The Rock plus our one-on-one training program, you will now be able to get off that court a lot faster. So Tennis Treasures covers all kinds of topics. I mean, you would never learn this kind of stuff from an old-fashioned boot camp process. So here is a negative or a con. So pay attention to this part. To achieve these kinds of financial results that I just described, you will have to play close to, and I already told you in a different way, 27 to 33 tournaments within the first 6 months of the calendar year. Be ready for that. I'm guessing if you ask Thomas personally on the side when he wasn't busy, on a scale of 1 to 10, Thomas, how much work was required to achieve this 6-month financial result? He would probably say something to the area of between 9.5 and 11. That's his scale, because some days are different than others. So I'm not going to talk about another secret, which is gaining a lot of money in career earnings. And there's a special way to do that, and there's a special video for that. So watch my next video, making money, or actually making millions under the radar. Take a look at that. But today we're going to keep you focused on this part of the equation. So feel comfortable reaching out to us, and you'll see that we don't pressure you, we don't push you. Go to tennistreasures.org, and we're giving away something special too, just to make sure you're satisfied and you're getting more than what you're expecting. We will help you by giving you a free class. It's called Chess Tennis. This chess tennis stops you from losing to the same player over and over, and it gives you an advantage over other players you've never played. So consider that. Go to tennistreasures.org. That class lasts less than an hour, probably about 30 minutes, 45 minutes. It depends on how many questions you have for us. But it also gives you a feel for how the Tennis Treasure runs their program. You get to see if you like it or don't like it, if it makes sense or doesn't make sense. We want you to be confident in all your future matches going forward. Go to tennistreasures.org and sign up for our free class today. It is on a limited time, actually. Also, hit the subscribe button if you want more content like this. And if you like, hit the like button if you want to help us out by the algorithm and so forth. Feel free to leave a comment also, or ask a question at the bottom here. So for chess tennis class, go to tennistreasures.org. I'm Coach RJ. See you on the next exciting video.